Hey guys, I'm MTR, also known as Matt the Rat,
Tiffany.
and we're from Comics After Dark, and we are here live at San Diego Comic-Con 2016. Woo!
We are here with Michael Biehn and Biehn-Blanc. Am I saying? Yes. Okay. So, how are you guys doing? How's your day going at Comic-Con?
Good.
Good, yeah. Really good. We came in today with our 16-month-old. We're reuniting with colleagues and friends, and probably gonna hit the hay early because Michael's got a big day tomorrow.
Yeah. The whole Aliens reunion with everybody. You know, they're bringing all the cast members from England over. Jim will be there. Gail Hurd will be there, and so we're doing this big panel in Hall something or whatever.
Hall H.
You know.
Yeah.
And it's going to be the first live streaming on YouTube of a panel, I think, that's ever been done.
So it's gonna be on live on
it's
YouTube.
Gonna be globally.
I can still catch it.
So, and if it's live on YouTube, I mean, I assume they'll just keep it on YouTube then, and you'll be able to watch it after that. So yes,
Alright,
you still
awesome.
can make it.
And tell me about your guys' production.
Well, we have a couple movies coming out, so we figured, okay, well, we're going to Comic-Con. We've got to talk about the upcoming releases. We have a couple acquisitions with Industry Works, Splash House, and E1 right now. And one being Hidden in the Woods, which stars Michael and William Forsythe. And Rico Ross from Aliens, who he's reuniting with tomorrow as well. And quite a few other people, but...
Robert Sneeze?
Oh, Electra Avalon, Janine Caspar play the daughters, and both of them are fantastic in it. And Electra was in Grindhouse with Michael. So there's a lot of reunion, and I play a cop in it, and my partner in it was on Dark Angel with me. So there's some reunions in the movie.
So friendship in the movie.
we reached out to actor friends a lot because our
Can't
movies.
pay 'em.
Yeah, I mean our movies are so small. It's kind of like, hey, listen, could you work for this? Here's a couple chickens and like some eggs.
Please
and
do me a
we'll drop off some
solid.
groceries. You know, like
Craft service.
trade.
That's how I am. I'm like, free food's gonna be there.
Right.
I'm gonna be there.
Perfect. Oh, good. We'll call you.
Yeah.
So, it's coming out December 2nd, and it's a remake of a Chilean movie. The Marcus brothers are actually here. They run the Saturn Awards and stuff, and they wrote the translated version, and the original director directed it. And it's also going to premiere in Sitges in Spain. At Sitges in Spain. It's in Sitges because Sitges is a town, but it's also at Sitges, the festival, so it's a little confusing. And that's a big deal because it's a really big festival. There's about 200,000 people that go through that. It's hard to get into, and the original didn't play there, so the fact that they're playing it is a big deal for us before it releases in the United States.
Can you tell us a little bit about the movie? Like, what's it about?
Yeah, go ahead.
You want me to? It's so Hidden in the Woods is about basically two daughters escaping from a very, very, very abusive home situation,
They live alone with their father, who is abusing them, and he is involved in the drug trade, and he gets into trouble with some other drug dealers, and they come after the daughters to
get to him.
He flees, and they come after the daughters and grab the daughters to get to him, and so then he's got to come back to because he loves his daughters, doesn't love them quite in the right way.
Yeah,
but
he thinks he does.
He thinks he loves them, and it's a movie that I saw at a film festival, and I just thought that they did a great job with it, but it was done in Chile. It was done, and so it's subtitled, and I know that whatever, but when I watch a movie, it's hard for me to watch subtitled movies. I'll do it. I did it 2 days ago or whatever, but I'll do it. But I'd rather be watching the screen all the time. It's almost like I can't watch a movie with the commercials. I'm one of those people that like like Woody Allen, like 2 minutes into the movie, it was like, no, can't watch.
Oh,
We gotta wait for the
Holly,
next.
like,
We
he's
gotta-
like, forget it. We gotta
wait for
come
the
back.
next one. You know. It's like, shh. What do you know, right in the middle of it, whatever. So he made this movie. He's a very talented guy, but some of it was
pretty brutal.
really raw.
Sounds pretty intense.
Really raw.
Ours
It
is less
intense.
brutal. It's brutal
Okay.
still, but it's less.
Yeah,
than his.
and his I think didn't get any much notice. He as a director didn't get the notice that he should have gotten because his picture was so sickening at
It's
times.
so raw.
And
It
so,
really was. It's
you
really
know,
hard
so
to
we
watch.
kind of toned it down a little bit, and I think it plays pretty nicely.
Yeah. It's a cool
It's still-
movie.
it's
Some
still
people are
pretty
going to be
dark.
offended. Some people are going to love it, I think. And we have another one coming out the first week in January called The Girl. It's going to premiere at the Burbank Film Festival, AMC 16. And I directed it, and I directed Michael in it. Evie Louise Thompson, who is in Boyhood, is in it, and a little boy named Tristan Devan's in it. And Tia Carrera from True Lies, which is
cool.
a Jim Cameron movie also, is in it. And that's coming out wide the first week of January, but the Burbank Film Festival, if people want to come out to that, is in September.
Oh, nice. And have you done movies before? Like, what have you been doing? What previous work?
Basically for me, I just had a son in the last like year and a half, and or less, and that's my main focus and my main goal. But I am producing all these movies. I do have a movie coming out as an actress. It's called Havenhurst. It's with Julie Benz and Finola Hughes, right? Finola Hughes is her name. She's a fantastic British actress. Finola. I don't. It's a hard one for me to get, but she's amazing. She's an amazing actress, and this movie is very cool. It's also a horror movie called Havenhurst. And last year, right when before I gave birth to the baby, I was in an action movie called Everly with Salma Hayek. So that's something that I've been doing as an actress after Dark Angel and other films. But in the last couple of years, I mean, it's been a lot of producing and a lot of producing our films, and I wanted to take the chance and direct one or two of them because we're giving people a shot, so I gave myself a shot. And Michael was like, all right, I'm not going to say no to you, you're giving everybody else a chance. So, I'm proud of what I did. I think Michael should continue directing after The Victim. I think I'm good to be producing and acting, and I'm still very proud of what I did. I think people are going to enjoy these movies. I think there are other people who are even more passionate about directing than me that deserve to be doing it.
Yeah.
And I'm passionate about acting and producing, so
Yeah,
that's
it
what I
works.
should be doing. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Kind of Roger Corman, like, people, everybody's got a movie they want to make, and we, find people that are passionate. I did The Victim, and I did that. I wrote it in 12 days. I shot it in 12 days. Shot it day for night. Did it for basically $100,000. I paid myself $60,000 of that, so you can imagine to write and direct and so on and so forth. And so we, we're making them on a budget, but we're selling them, and we're giving people the opportunity, like Roger Corman used to say, okay, well, here's a very low budget. And if you can make your movie on this kind of budget, then you can go make it. And we've got
And the
the
distribution
one that I
rights
kind of
have
like that we
changed.
haven't talked about at all because it's not finished. We don't have a deal yet on it. Is the Lincoln, which is
Oh yeah, well, Tony, who's sitting behind you, is one of our producers. He's a producer on it, but he's also in it. And the Lincoln is going to be a special movie. We are in the editing, process of that right now, putting it together. And female director Stephanie Paris, who is also a burlesque dancer and a producer.
Damn,
So
nice.
it's cool. We have some cool people coming on, but we have a lot of female directors involved, and I think Lincoln is going to be a good little film. And
all takes most of the movie, or almost all of the movie, takes place inside of a car. And
Noel
what's the
Noel
storyline on that?
Guglielmi stars in it from Training Day, and
What's the storyline on that? Just quickly.
I mean, it's basically a girl who is trying to save her daughter, and she needs to
kidnap
do
her
that
daughter,
by
and
staying
they
in this
say-
car.
and
And-
they
dealing with all
dealers
these
or whatever,
horrible people.
whatever it is. I forget exactly what it is. They take her daughter and say, you got to take the car and you got to go here. You got to pick up this person. You got to drop them off here. You got to go here, pick up this person, take this package over here and do this. And she gets into a lot of trouble because the people she's dealing with.
Yeah.
It all basically takes place in a car. So, you know, it's the kind of stuff that, like...
And I was going to play the lead. I wanted to be with my son and Michael, and then I was going to play the lead sister in it. It was all originally developed around me, but this is how things happen. Like, it was literally developed that I play the lead. Then it was like, I'm going to step back from my body. I wasn't ready yet. I wasn't ready, you know. Yeah. And it needed to focus, you know. And so this wonderful actress, Jenny Mae Walker, took over, and she was maybe going to play my sister, so we switched. Then I was like, I can't play the sister yet. I can't do it yet. We know. So then the director, who also kind of looks like she could be our sisters, is playing the sister. So this is how things roll, you know, with us. Yeah. Is like, okay, how are we going to make this work? And it actually worked beautifully. It falls into place beautifully. And Michael and I, neither of us are in the movie, which is really good because it's giving them a chance to all present themselves without our help all the time.
I kind of have been involved as an actor in the first two. And
he supported us in a couple others.
Such hard work, you know. I mean, making a movie is such hard work. Doing it on a low budget is such hard work that I just, you know, I'm just too old for it, you know. And but I think we got the company up and it's on its feet. And now Jennifer's just kind of producing more and staying behind the camera. And we want to get it to a place where, you know, it's not as much work as it has been.
Yeah, because I can go out and act and work for other people, but I need to give people a chance to work within our company and do what we've done these couple of years, and then I can focus on my son.
It's not just the directors. It's, you know, people learning sound. It's people learning to use cameras. People learning to gaff. People learning to line produce. And
that's what we do with our radio show. We have like a bunch of interns, and we're all learning and switching places, so we know too what to do.
We have 3 filming in the next year that are just in prep, and I'm supposed to be in one of them. I probably won't even be in that one. I probably won't be in any of them, and he probably won't be in any of them, which is huge for us because that was the idea, to kind of like parent the company, take our careers that we have and bring it in and then let it soar with other people too, not just, you know, vehicles for us, because that's not really what it's about.
No.
Right, and you've been in so many like legendary movies.
Legendary.
Like seriously, your films have been like religion in my family. My mom's a huge Aliens fan, and my dad's a huge Tombstone fan. So it's like we know every word, and like.
Well,
like my dad has like a poster in his little like.
Where do they live?
They live in Whittier.
Here.
Whittier.
No, San Diego, in Los Angeles. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll have to get them. Well, I have something I'll tell you about for your dad.
Okay, today is his birthday too.
Okay, well, I'll tell you about it now, and then you can call him and tell him. We have a special Johnny Ringo. Is that my son?
Yes.
Okay. We have a special Johnny Ringo poster that like was Buck Taylor's his name, and they're numbered, and Michael will sign it, and we'll give it to him. All right. He can come in, and I'll come get him. Can I step out of the interview?
Problem.
Is that okay? Is that horrible for him? Let you finish about aliens? Okay, I'm gonna go see our son. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you for talking with us.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Oh wow. Well, my dad's gonna be really excited about that because he's all telling me if you see him, tell him to like quote a line from Johnny Ringo. I'm like, all right.
I want your blood. I want your soul. And I want them both right now.
Nice. And like my mom, she's super excited with Aliens and like
Stay frosty.
And how is it like, I mean, what's it like seeing everyone again in the same room since it's like been like 30 years?
You know, there's something special about the movie. It's passed down generations. I mean, to the point where, you know, like your time, you probably weren't born when the movie was made. And I have like children that, I mean, I'm surprised the parents let them watch it, but like they're this tall, you know, that'll come to me literally, you know, and say like, Hicks, you're Hicks from Aliens, you know, and I'm talking to these little children, and there's something about that movie, and you know, James Cameron and is a genius, really. I feel, and Gail Hurd, his producer on the film. There's something about that movie that just like works on so many different levels. You know, it works as this action piece, but it, you know, it's about motherhood, and it's about like this little, you know, all the characters are so memorable, and we all got along so well, and there was nobody trying to like, you know, hog, you know, and there was nobody, and Sigourney is like, you know, she's beautiful, she's sexy, she's, you know, she's a wonderful, brilliant actress. But the thing about Sigourney is her work ethic is like beyond reproach. I mean, she's just, we all knew, like, when we heard that, like, you know, they're setting up a shot, we hear like Sigourney's on the set. Well, if you're not on the set, you're like, oh, I gotta get Sigourney's ready to shoot this, and I'm not on the set. You know, that's not right. So there was something about like all of us, none of us, and I've been on a lot of movies. Never heard anybody in this movie say a bad word about anybody else in the movie. Never heard anybody say a bad word about anybody else in the movie, including the director and the producer and so on and so forth. And I don't know. I mean, I'm biased, and there's like, you know, a lot of really good science fiction movies out there, but I think it really stands up and is. I mean, there's Blade Runner, there's The Thing, there's, you know, but I think it's the best science fiction movie ever.
It is, because, like, you can't, like, I watch it all the time, never get tired of it. Like, if it's on TV, I'm like, I'm glued. Like, I don't change the channel, I'm like, I'm watching Aliens, that's what I'm doing. Like, oh, not seeing you guys tonight. Literally, I'm just, like, a homebody, so I'm like, if I see an excuse, I'm like.
Well, about 8 or 10 months ago or so, I was flipping through the channels. Well, I wasn't flipping through the channels, but I was going through the channels, and the scene came in where they're cutting the thing at the beginning of the movie, where they're cutting the steel with the thing, and the door falls open, the soldering or whatever they're doing. Anyway, so and I thought, I'll watch this for a while, and it was I hate commercials, so I wouldn't have watched it, but it didn't have any commercials, and I sat there, and I hadn't seen it in 10 years or whatever, and I watched it.
It's so
good. And I really like the little back and forth that Sigourney and I have, because it's usually not the type of stuff that we do as actors. You know, we're usually, she's like a lot like her character in the movie, and I don't get a chance to play leading men that often. I play so many bad guys that
You're really good.
yeah, but it was like this nice little chemistry that we had, and you know, hopefully there's a talk with Neil Blomkamp, I think is how you pronounce his last name. Has talked about making another one.
Oh, I know. We're waiting.
Going back and forth. we're kind of waiting too. But as far as Sigourney is concerned, I think it'll happen before Ridley does his third one. So that, and he's probably must be, I don't know. You know, I don't know exactly what's going on with it, but I have a feeling that Sigourney, she's pretty strong-minded, and she's in all the avatars over there for Fox, and they're gonna want her promoting those movies. I think we're gonna make it.
Yeah, I think so too. Everyone's gonna go see it if it comes out.
I
Like,
think that's the one everybody wants to see. Although I watched Prometheus just the other day and thought, like, it's a brilliant guy too. Ridley Scott. Yeah.
all right, cool. And where can we find you on the internet?
I don't know.
You know?
That's Jennifer's.
Oh, okay.
Do you know?
We'll just Google you.
BlancBeanProductions.com, is that it? Is that all? Yeah, BlancBeanProductions.com.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. It was so great talking to you guys.
Telephone number.
Thank you so much.
I'm really old school, man.